Was East or West Germany more politically independent? Well, without nuance, West Germany. But I think this question is missing the point of what East Germany was and what its relationship to the Soviet Union and its role within the Soviet bloc was. And yes, this answer is going to involve tanks. So East Germany didn't view itself as a reluctant puppet state of the Soviet Union, the East German state apparatus, not the people living within East Germany. The people that founded East Germany had survived Stalin's purges in the 1930s. They had proven themselves loyal to both Stalin himself personally and the Soviet Union's cause in general. So they saw themselves as being the vanguard of the Soviet Union. They saw themselves as being the little brother, so to speak, of the Soviet Union. One of the key phrases of East Germany was learning from the Soviet Union is learning how to win. And one of the key areas we can see where how East Germany viewed itself in relationship to the Soviet Union is how East Germany reacted to the Soviet Union's suppression of dissident movements and dissent. And now we get to those tanks I was talking about, because starting with the 1953 East German uprising, the Socialist Unity Party, the ruling party of East Germany, didn't view this as the Soviet Union invading East Germany and putting down a popular uprising. They viewed it more through the lens of the Soviet Union came in and enforced the Socialist Unity Party's legitimacy to their monopoly of power. And then going into the 1968 Warsaw Pact invasion of Czechoslovakia, East Germany was going to participate in that until somebody realized the optics of a German army in Czechoslovakia less than 30 years after it happened previously were pretty bad. And then we get to the 1980s and the early 1980s with the Polish dissident movements and the uprisings happening in Poland in 1980, 1981, and the response of Erich Honecker, the leader of the Socialist Unity Party of East Germany, to the Soviet Union is basically, hey, how come you guys haven't cracked out on this yet? How come you guys haven't crushed it? Do you need help from us? Is there anything that we, East Germany, can do to help suppress this uprising that's happening right on both our and your front door? It's going to be a major problem for everybody. So, long story short, generally speaking, East Germany didn't want this political independence from the Soviet Union. They viewed themselves as enforcing the Soviet Union's vision, as being almost a attack dog of sorts right on the doorstep to capitalism, which was the unique role that East Germany saw themselves as being in. So the idea that the East German state, not the people within it, like I'm saying, the East German state apparatus, the Socialist Unity Party, would want this political independence from the Soviet Union, it's not something that they really did want. And then when they actually are granted it in the 1980s, it blows up in their face and results in the end of East Germany.